What's going on today, guys? It's Invader, and I'm back with another video, and I figure a real nigga has to give some feedback on the Battlefield beta. Now, this is probably going to be a part 1 of 2 type of video, because, you know, we've got the second weekend of the beta coming in next week, so hopefully I think we're getting a new map, and, you know, I'm hoping we get a couple of different modes to play, outside of, you know, Breakthrough, Conquest, and, like, Domination. I hope we get to play Rush a little bit. It'd be fun to play that mode and play that shit for the first time in God knows how long, right? So, I'm excited about Weekend 2, but I've got some shit to say about Weekend 1. But before I really get into that, I want to start the video off by saying this. Battlefield 6 is fire, my nigga. The game is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying my time playing it, and I can't wait for Weekend 2 to come out. Like, the few days that we're going to spend without the game is genuinely going to be fucking depressing because I've been enjoying this shit, right? Now, hopefully this isn't the case of one of those things where the beta is fun and the full game sucks. I really hope that's not the case. But so far, like I said, I'm having a good time, and I enjoy this game a lot more than I did Battlefield 2042. I enjoy it a fuck of a lot more than I enjoy Call of Duty. I enjoy it a lot more than I did Battlefield 5. I think I might enjoy it more than I did Battlefield 1, right? But let's get into the video, right? The first thing I'm going to say about Battlefield 6 is that the TTK might be a tad too fast. You die super fast in this game, right? The TTK, although does fall in line with a game like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Considering the fact that this game is running on modern game servers and not a fucking potato from 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, or really, you know, anything that's younger than fucking 15 years old. I don't know where I'm going with this, but my whole point is that TTK is the same, but because the servers are just that much better in modern times, the TTK feels that much faster. And I kind of wish they'd make the TTK just a tad slower, maybe by like 1 or 2 bullets, right? Like, I feel like I'm getting melted instantly. Like, sometimes I can't even turn over and shoot at the guy because I get fucking shot so quick and I die so fast, right? Obviously, the shotgun is strong. Like, one-shot weapons obviously don't really have a TTK, if we're being honest, because, you know, they kind of one-shot at certain ranges, right? But that's the one thing I'll say is TTK is just a tad too fast. Another thing I'm going to say, the Cairo map that I'm playing on in this gameplay that you see for this video is a very fun map. This is an enjoyable map. It's good. It does not suck ass. The other map, Liberation Peak, that shit is absolute monkey fupa. The fucking mountains on the goddamn side for Breakthrough are... if you're gay, you like to hang out on them fucking mountains over there and snipe like a pussy-ass bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. DICE, I don't know, like, y'all claim to have playtested and all this shit, but that map, with all that bullshit going on the side, with the sniping and the lack of pushing and all this other shit, fuck that. That map sucks dick. The other map, I think it's only in Conquest. I forget the name of it. It's like Iberian Peninsula or some shit like that. I really don't remember. It's the other map. It's in Conquest. I like that map. It's like an urban combat type of map. So far, I like 2 of the 3 maps. Liberation Peak can suck my dick raw, bro. It can suck my dick dry from the fucking back. I do not like that map. It is terrible. Like, my other gripe with that map, too, is if you play Conquest, a bunch of dick suckers absolutely love going onto the fucking mountain in the middle and just sitting there putting down a fucking spawn beacon and sniping like pussies. Like, Jesus Christ. Nobody definitely playtested that shit. I do not like that part of the map is as easily as accessible as it is. And don't get me wrong, you can get on top of the buildings in Cairo. I really haven't seen too many people running around on top of the buildings in Cairo. And I fully expect DICE to fix that shit. But the mountains and shit on Liberation Peak that are, like, already kind of out of bounds that people like to fucking camp on, I do not like that map. The other thing that I don't like about that map is that the vehicles, like, it's supposed to be like this big sprawling vehicle map. It doesn't really feel like it, man. Like, I barely feel the presence of the jets and the helicopters. The fucking tanks, although they're there on the map, it does not feel like this big map with, like, vehicles and shit on it. Like, it just feels like, kind of feels like a 2042 map with just, you know, limited vehicles and a lot of running, right? Like, Although I will say that map is a lot better designed than most 2042 maps, still not saying much. Liberation Peak sucks, right? Breakthrough so far has been pretty enjoyable, outside of the map design just being weird, and I think defense being slightly too easy. I'm not sure if the devs have said anything about Breakthrough being a little bit too easy as the fucking defending side. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, man. Most of the time I get defending side, especially Liberation Peak, dog. We win 9 times out of 10. And if we don't win on that first fucking point, we usually win by the second one because we've drained most of their tickets by the time they get there. I feel like they could probably fix that if they spawn people closer to the point, like the attacking team, just spawn them a little bit closer, maybe spawn the other team a little bit further away, although I think they spawn just fine right now. I think the other team just needs to get spawned closer. And the other thing, I've already complained about it a lot during the video, get rid of the sniping ridge on Liberation Peak. Because if you get rid of that dumbass sniping ridge on Liberation Peak and just make that an out of bounds zone, people will be more likely to push the point. And I also think maybe a second tank is needed, you know, for the attacking side. Maybe give the defenders a tank too. I feel like there just needs to be a little bit more vehicle play on not just Liberation Peak, but all of these maps. Cairo, you know, the other one, Iberian fucking Peninsula, whatever the fuck the shit's called. I don't remember. I'd probably have to look it up to remember what it's called. But yeah, we just need a few small changes, right? Like, and the game feels good, right? So far, it reminds me a lot of BF3 and BF4. I'm not gonna lie, man. As a fucking young man in his teens playing BF3, BF4, and along with other games like Call of Duty and shit, Gears of War and stuff, I'm getting a lot of nostalgia playing this game. It's got a lot of BF3, BF4 vibes, but it's certainly not perfect, man. And I wish this game had the same, I don't know, I guess vehicle play as a game like BF4, right? And I don't really remember BF3 nearly as much because, I don't know, I think I was like 13 or 14 when the game came out, and my nigga's memory is very spotty from that time. You know, I've seen a lot of fucking Asian women and fucking, you know, drinking and cocaine and hookers and Las Vegas and shit. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. But look, so far, I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the maps. Things are good. Unlike Battlefield 2042, most of the problems with this game are very, very fixable, right? Unlike Battlefield 2042, Battlefield 2042 needed maps reworked, and honestly, outside of the gadgets being cool, the game needed a rework from the ground up. Battlefield 6 does not need that. This game feels good. It just, I want to see how the rest of the maps play, right, in the second week of the beta. I'm hoping the New York map is a lot of fun to play, right? I hope the vehicle play is better, but even then, I feel like all these issues are all very fixable. Okay, we can shift the spawn a little bit, right? We don't have to completely overhaul the fucking map like you did in Battlefield, you know, 2042. All these changes are fixable. The TTK, that can be adjusted. Another thing, sometimes spawning on people is a little bit patchy. I'm hoping that can get fixed before launch. I've been playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront lately, and that game's spawning system is just a lot better. You can spawn on people when they're not around enemies. I mean, sometimes, yeah, the bug happens when you're trying to spawn on somebody and nobody's around them, but it keeps saying they're in combat because maybe somebody's hiding in like a corner somewhere. That still happens, but I'm thinking they'll tweak the spawn system just a little bit and get it properly, because there's been quite a few times where I've spawned into gunfire, I'm getting shot in the fucking face hole. I almost said mace hole. I don't fucking understand what I'm talking about. I got shot in the face the second I spawned. It's something that just should not be happening, right? Like, it doesn't feel good when that happens. The game's not fun when it happens, and it's just really fucking annoying, and I hope that's fixed. And look, man, so far so good from weekend 1. I'm hoping for more of the same in weekend 2. I know they already have a balance patch coming, which is why I'm not really complaining too much about the balancing. Although I will say the hit detection on shotguns kind of sucks. But when it doesn't suck, the shotgun is by far the best weapon in this game. It's not even close. It's really kind of dumb that they made assault like get to use a shotgun as a secondary, because now, you know, as a person that likes to run around with it as a primary, I feel like now I'm going to suffer because everyone's going to cry for a nerf over the shotguns. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're a real nigga. Like the video. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.